Don't you want it? 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 You lose your little mind. 5, 10
Minisode. Welcome to the Deadlights podcast, Mini. I'm your host, Mini Sam.
I'm Mini Leslie, and we're bringing you your mini episodes.
Tiny. Tiniest episodes you've ever seen. It's crazy. It's crazy. But in this one, we're actually going intergalactic with it.
To infinity and beyond.
With our discussion about aliens.
Aliens,
because, I mean, not directly when this episode is being released, but it still will be relevant then.
Yeah.
The government did recently have a meeting kind of confirming that we have at least biological material, not of this world, on this planet, which is kind of crazy.
okay.
Okay.
I'm going to say here and now. I believe.
Okay. Yeah.
Great.
I've always have.
I've always have to.
Yeah, I feel like
It's crazy to me to have such a vast space for there to not be anybody else, even beyond our galaxy. There's other galaxies. It keeps on going.
yeah, if it happened here, why couldn't it happen somewhere else?
It has to. It has to in my mind.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make me afraid, and it doesn't make me feel less or small. But also, that's because I also don't believe in the Bible.
It makes me feel excited, honestly, because also how things have, I think that if aliens or interdimensional beings or whatever they're referring to, if they've been here for as long as they're saying, I think and they wanted to like enslave us or something or destroy us, I think that already would have happened or something like that. But I think it's more just like an observation thing. And it kind of just makes me curious about, what else is out there? What do they look like? What is their planet like? It kind of just opens the door of like just different understandings. And that's what makes me excited.
I just want to know, obviously, are they coming here to study us, to study the planet? What's their purpose? I know we go to space to kind of discover more and learn more about where we're at. So maybe they're doing that, but they're just so much more advanced. But yeah, that's I'm not scared until I see one. I'm pretty sure I'll be fucking afraid.
Probably my brain will break a little bit, but hopefully in a good way. Maybe more expand than break. I hope more expand.
I mean, I hope they can give me like an EpiPen kind of situation where they like activate a lot more of my brain, like a permanent Adderall in my brain.
I would like
and
that.
Just kind of focus everything, and I see the future, I see the past, I see now all at once, and I can accomplish anything I want.
Yeah,
I would love them to do that, please.
Are you listening? But yeah, to me, it would make absolute sense. Like just thinking about humans, this need to explore. Like we would do that too. We would go and explore other planets and want to know how they're doing things, because maybe that could improve how we're doing things. And to me, it makes absolute sense that they would want to just, be observers. And then now with kind of things slowly opening up and the truth slowly coming out, they're revealing more and more. Maybe eventually we'll get to a point where we actually see something for the first time. But theories that I've heard, which kind of goes back to what you were just saying with like, what's their motive, is a lot of these alien sightings or UFO sightings started to pop up after we dropped the atomic bomb in Japan. And so the theory being that they made their presence more known then because they didn't want us to destroy ourselves. Maybe there was some sort of communication between the higher ups and the aliens, saying them being like, yo, don't do that because you are going to destroy yourself. And in the universe, our planet is probably somewhat valuable. It's mostly a water planet, which is pretty rare as far as we know in the universe.
Yeah.
So for them to be like, yo, don't do this, you're going to destroy yourself.
Stop.
Kind of makes sense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think they've always been present. Just based on just hieroglyphics and art that a lot of different cultures have had. And also, we don't know what they mean, but also how cool to, like, for them to have had a relationship with these beings. And I don't know, like, I'm open to everything just because in my mind that helps me to just kind of accept things, and aliens have been one of them where I'm just like, are they real? Are they not? But I've always kept a hopeful kind of positivity. Because when, like, one thing that I don't want to do is deny someone their reality. And if they say that they've seen a aircraft or a being or something like a night crawler or whatever, I don't want to be like, oh, you're fucking lying, or, you know, being like, oh yeah, I don't believe in that. So like, now the conversation is, are you going to the United States gonna come out and apologize to the many people that you have publicly ridiculed for coming out and being like, hey, I was abducted by an alien?
That is definitely part of the conversation, because now we have to go back and, like, look at all these things and be like, is this legitimate or not?
There are men in black that handle these situations. And those have been really fascinated. I've been fascinated with those stories of seemingly sub-government, like military type of people who handle all these alien sightings and stuff like that.
Well, and that's kind of why this conversation is coming up more, because eventually inevitably what just happened was someone followed the money and was like, why is the government spending $15 million on a pencil? Like, that's what the label of the item that they spent said. Like, is like a pencil, or like just regular random office supplies that you're devoting millions and millions of dollars to. And so someone followed the money and was like, what is this actually being used for? And it's for probably programs like that, or programs that are looking at otherworldly technology and all that kind of stuff. And so that's why this stuff is coming out now, because someone finally did that. And yeah, we've heard over the years so many people on all these different accounts. And for the most part, those people just being shoved to the side as like crazy people who just see things. But now it's not until someone followed the money and found hard evidence of government knowledge. And then also a couple months ago is when the highest ranking government official publicly came out and said, yes, the government knows about otherworldly beings here. So
crazy.
Yeah, it just kind of took someone finally going through it and discovering and finding hard evidence of it. And now they literally said out loud, yeah, we got them.
Y'all been right. You guys knew.
I don't think there's gonna be reparations for those people though.
No, absolutely not. There's a story about 4 friends who had gone out camping, and it was light enough It was like, the sun was coming down, but it was light enough for them to be able to see this object like close enough to where they were camping. And they just remember having a memory lapse, and they don't know exactly what had happened, but all of them woke up in different parts of the forest, and then they all came together and they all kind of started recollecting what happened and drew the conclusion that they were abducted. But then only, I want to say, one of them remained vocal about the situation, and the rest of them kind of in a way were brainwashed or manipulated to make them believe that it didn't happen. But yeah, that like alien abduction has always like stuck by me, because like 4 people were involved, and then for a while they were saying that it had happened, and then they kept getting berated until like all of them decided. I don't know if I'm remembering the story, but I think it was something along those lines.
Does that make you more scared of them, though? Like aliens?
It makes me scared enough to not want to have my ideal home be in the middle of nowhere.
Fair.
Because I think I'd be more succumbed to abductions.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want that for me or my family or my pets. So keeping me around other humans, I think, is the best bet.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So that's like the extent of my fear.
Sure.
I just don't want them to like show up to me.
Yeah.
If they want to explore, okay, fine.
We're chill. We're chill with you guys.
We're
like,
chill.
We're fine.
Please, like, don't abduct me. You won't get much results. I'm breaking down. Essentially.
Me too.
My body's not good.
Well, maybe they can, I don't know, give you that Adderall pill or whatever that you were talking about.
Cure me?
Cure everything.
Yeah, can you cure my autoimmune disorder?
Maybe.
That'd be fun.
They got here. Maybe they can do that. Trying to think any other tidbits of the alien stuff that's been coming out.
All the videos on the socials have been super funny. People really making fun of the situation. Like, people seem not scared.
No.
At all.
Seem pretty chill about it.
There's many people that are making the joke of like, "Ooh, how do they look like? Are they single?" And then I've made the joke of how do their housing system looks like from where they're from, because I would love to go and buy a home there.
Yeah, that's part of it, is like, how can we focus on the aliens that are here when I can't figure out how to pay my rent? It's like,
yeah, come in. Do you need a roommate?
yeah, I would love to subsidize my rent a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it is interesting seeing how people are taking it. And I mean, I do truly believe that they're like prepping us for something, mentally, like making us understand, yeah, there's aliens out there and maybe they'll show it to us.
I would not want to have the job that man had.
No.
To finally be able to be like, yes, yes, there are aliens.
I mean, yeah, he'll live in infamy now because he is that guy. Confirmed it.
He's confirmed it.
But tough job.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what he's seen.
What
have you seen?
I'm a little upset with myself that I didn't have a bigger reaction. Like, when I saw that, and there's like USA government, confirms,
yeah.
Aliens. I was just like, oh, okay.
Well, finally.
Yeah. We've all known.
Yeah. Maybe we've all just been ready for it.
I know someone that, even with this, still does not believe.
You just know this person. That's all.
I know them very personally.
Uh-huh. Well, I think that's the next step. We got to see it.
We got to see it to believe it.
Some people do. Some people do.
Some people want to see aliens to believe.
I like that.
Thank you.
We continue to make up songs on this podcast.
Look,
I love it.
I will sing for you, aliens.
One last thing that I wanted to share that doesn't really have anything to do with the aliens here now, but my roommate is a big alien guy. Gives me the updates every week on the alien stuff.
Ooh.
But he told me that, like before the Earth was hit by the meteor that destroyed all the dinosaurs, the atmosphere was a lot thicker, I think. And that allowed things to grow very big. That's why you had like the 7-story tall dinosaurs and like the big trees and all the plants that were huge and the bugs were way bigger because the atmosphere was so thick. But then after the meteor hit the Earth, the atmosphere became a lot thinner. Obviously, the dinosaurs died out. And that's why we grow only 6 foot tall, because the atmosphere is too thin. But the point of that is there could be another planet out there where you have human-like people walking around, but they're like
That gave me
20
chills.
feet tall because
That gave
the
me
atmosphere is
chills.
thick as fuck. So it's just kind of funny to think about a world with like,
Big ass people.
what's up?
How's it going?
Yeah. But because of a random event, the meteor hitting our planet, that changed everything. So
I did just recently watch Godzilla.
Godzilla, he's
That was
big.
fun.
How does he grow
He's
so
big. Radioactive.
Oh, right.
Radioactive.
Radioactive.
I don't think he would grow as big. Like, I don't think radioactiveness. I don't know the correct term.
Radioactivity.
Radioactivity will cause someone to grow that big. Maybe bigger than what it would be. Maybe
Yeah.
like as big as us.
Maybe.
If it comes from a little gecko.
Yeah.
But
like, if you were a little turtle and you got some radioactivity, then you'd be like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Turtle, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I love
turtle.
pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza and skateboarding. Yeah, I think radioactivity just gives you cancer. I think that's pretty much.
Oh, poor Godzilla.
Poor guy. That's why he was so pissed.
Yeah. He was like, you ruined my family.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I'm sure humans were dumping radioactive shit in his home for years.
Well, it was because of the bomb.
Oh, right. That is the story of Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And the aliens warned us not to do it.
I mean, we're terrible. We're terrible. We bombed. Anyways, let's not go
Yeah.
there. But
You can
that
all go see
sucks.
Oppenheimer and
Yes, go for
I
it.
understand it. Anyway, aliens.
Aliens.
We hope to bring you more updates as we get them.
Yeah, that would be.
I hope we get them.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, to the aliens out there, we come in peace.
We come in peace. We do, at least. Us two.
We do.
Sam and
Yes.
Leslie.
Yeah, my little frog is also doing a peace sign.
Please. See, like, if a cat and a shark can be friends, we can be friends too.
They're friends.
Yeah. He's just writing in his mouth.
Oh.
He's just opening his mouth and the cat is writing inside.
Yeah,
They're friends.
They're friends.
He would never eat his friend.
No, I wouldn't eat my friends. Would you? Call us at 77.
Let us know if you would eat your friends if you had to. At 773-669-6677. I want to hear it.
I want to hear it too.
Yeah.
Like for $1 million, would you eat your friend? No, we do not support cannibalism in this podcast. We actually hate it.
Yeah, we do actually. Actually, we hate it.
We actually makes me throw up. But you can follow me on Instagram. Color me Leslie.
And me on Instagram at beep for GT and us at the Deadlights Pod. You also can check out Playground Social,
Yes.
which is the studio that we are recording this
We're
from.
here.
We're here right now. But until next Minisode, let's get
Mini spooky.
From outer space, we are coming.
We're coming.
Broadcasting from outer space.